Hey, my name is Matt Groll. I own Vista Homes. We often get asked questions as far as how to build a home and the different steps included in building a home. So what we thought we'd do is join the rest of the world and get a YouTube channel and make a bunch of videos and share them with our clients and share them with people that are just curious of how to build a home. So every week we're going to try to put together a video, a 3 to 5 minute video, launch it out on the interweb and let you guys take a look at it and ask questions, comments, and definitely subscribe to our channel and like the videos. We'd love to get some feedback from you guys. So again, I would probably just give you a disclaimer. This is our view of how we build. Now, just like many things in life, there's a lot of different ways to do things. We live in northern Utah, so there's certain building practices we would employ here that perhaps are not used in Southern California or Southern Florida or Northeast Maine. So this is kind of how we do things, but if you have some different ideas or different things we should consider, we're always open to hear opinions and ideas from other people. So feel free to just make comments here on the YouTube channel, and we'd love to see what you have to say. So when you move forward with building a home, the first thing we recommend to clients that they should consider is the location of a home. As our friendly realtors like to say, location, location, location. That can't be more true. For example, when you're designing a home, there's a lot of things you can do to modify and change the design of a home to fit a lot. As well as if you have cost constraints, there's a lot of things you can do to adjust the cost of a home. But if you have a lot, there's not a lot of things you can do to change and modify that to be more cost effective, so you're kind of stuck with it. So what we like to do is when we work with people is make sure we help them make the best decision with purchasing land so that it's going to meet their needs. Meaning some people may like to build on a more of an elevated lot. So for example, this is a house we're just about to start to build, and we're going to use this for our video series. You can see this house kind of grades down. So the ideal design for this home is going to be a walkout basement, so the client can enjoy the views of this valley here in northern Utah. Other people may say, well, I don't want to be this close to my clients or my neighbors or whatever, so they're going to want a little more elbow room. So we're probably going to look maybe perhaps in some land out in the countryside, some larger acreage with some more, they want forest property, whatever it may be a little bit different. Now, when you look at those two scenarios, when you think about a subdivision, the beautiful thing about a subdivision is they prepare it all for you. Meaning, if you look at this subdivision, there's asphalt roads, there's the utilities in, meaning already into this lot is the water, sewer, gas, and electric. So everything's ready for us to literally just connect to. So that makes it much more cost effective for you to build a home. Now, if you want to build out in the countryside, which is awesome, there's things you have to consider, meaning you may have to drill a well. That could be a 1.5 year wait and up to $50,000. You got to bring propane tanks in, you got to bring power in, which can be expensive. So there's some challenges you have to consider when building out in the countryside. Either way, you can do it, but we just want to make sure people we work with, and perhaps just the general public alone, is aware of the challenges in building out in those areas. So the other thing to consider is when you build is soil, meaning sometimes people come into subdivisions like this and will see this beautiful little grade and say, well, I'm just gonna put my house right there. Now when the excavator does this, many times they just dump dirt here and roll over it a couple times and they call it good. Problem with that is it's not prepared to build a house on, and so there can be some significant construction excavation costs to dig that out and to prepare it for the home. There's two general ways to do this. I'm sure there are more, but the two ways we've approached it is first, build a pad up and put the house on top of the pad. So it takes a very specific period of time, getting the right materials, getting the right soil density, testing every single tier, making sure it passes requirements. So it can be a costly venture to build a pad for a home, anywhere between 30 to 40, 50,000, if not more, to build a pad to lift a house up onto from virgin soil. The other option to consider are helical piers. This is a cool technology where they literally get big steel rods and screw them into the ground. They may have 30, 40 of these per house, and you put your footings right on top of those steel rods. So essentially your house is sitting on stilts in the dirt. That's a fantastic way of doing it. You see that a lot in some of the higher end areas of building that's occurring, because it's just an awesome technology. Not cheap, but awesome. So there's a few things to consider when building your house on these different terrains. So anyways, this is our first video. We're excited to visit with you, and we're excited to make these videos. We'd love to engage with you, so feel free to drop down, add some comments, add some questions. We'd love to make this a learning process for everybody. So stay tuned. We look forward to visiting with you next time. The next video we're going to launch is going to be on how to get your house financed. So we're going to be visiting with some of our in-house staff and learn from them the best way to prepare to get your home financed. Thank you.